we humans consume every single day, even when we shop for the simplest things like water, eggs, dairy products, fruits and vegetables. We quietly leave behind piles of waste, kilos of it, every minute. Animals play their role, plants do theirs beautifully. But what about us, the so-called wisest beings on this planet? This cupboard you see in my office tells a story. Everything inside it was produced by my family in just 1 month. And here is the truth. Almost half of our waste didn't even make it here. It was already thrown away because it simply didn't fit.
Don't throw your jars! Don't throw your tin cans or plastic boxes, because today we are recycling them to help us declutter all the saving stash that we have.
Now, I'm getting ready with a tiny bit of excitement. I found these finger protectors online and ordered them immediately. Let's see if they can finally save me from hot glue disasters. This used to be an old lampshade. It got wrinkled during our move, and I tried turning it into decorative leaves. But honestly, I wasn't happy with the result. So I set it aside, waiting for the right moment. And today is that moment. I'm cutting it into pieces and wrapping small tin cans with it. They have that slightly worn, vintage look, which fits perfectly with my cardboard niche style. And just like that, I have 3 small containers for my tiny materials. I like to think they're just as happy as I am, finally having a proper home. Next, it's time to recycle slightly bigger cans to organize my needles. You might recognize this fabric from the previous video. It used to be my husband's shirt. Now, I'm using the sleeves of it. Nothing goes to waste here. Even the smallest fabric scraps become cushion fillers. Every little piece counts. I'm doing my best for this planet and for the future of my children and my students. Now I know where to look when I need needles. There was a time when we consumed more junk food at home. These plastic boxes are little reminders of that phase. For this project, I'll be using a hot glue gun, brown paint, scissors, a brush, a ruler, a marker, and this beautiful ribbon woven from palm leaves. If you are curious, I'll be sharing a simple tutorial for that ribbon very soon. I also have a piece of burlap that came home as a garlic bag from the supermarket. Since it has small holes, I'm painting the boxes first, so the text underneath won't show through. And yes, I already regret not wearing gloves, but here we are. I measure, cut and wrap the burlap around the boxes. The paint is still a bit wet in places, but patience is not exactly my strongest skill, so I keep going. A little glue here, a little press there, and everything comes together. And of course, a silent thank you to the genius who invented the hot glue gun. This palm leaf ribbon is such a versatile material. You can use it for lampshades, candle holders, or simply to wrap and transform every object. It has this natural charm that never disappoints. Now, I have 3 beautiful containers. One for my special crafting tools, one for scissors, and one for stencil brushes and wooden sticks. And finally, we are giving new life to this glass jar with its lovely textured surface. It's about to become a pencil holder that matches the rest of the set. For this, I will use white paint, a flexible cable cover, my ever-reliable glue gun, a brush, some natural fibers, and a plastic bag to protect my workspace. Let's turn one more forgotten object into something useful and a little bit beautiful. I'm gently painting the little squares on the jar, one by one. I think they are going to look really beautiful in the end. At least, that's the plan. I picked up this material from a hardware store, imagining it might give the jar edges a nice finish. First time trying it, so let's see what happens. And yay! It actually looks pretty good. Now, let's take it a step further and add some natural fibers. I absolutely love how it turned out. What do you think? Would you keep this on your desk? Here comes another jar, ready for a little glow up. This one will hold my brushes. To decorate it, I'm using a fruit net that once carried lemons home. I still don't understand why everything comes wrapped like that, but at least we can reuse it. Along with that, I'll need some scrap cardboard, a piece of sponge, brown paint, scissors, and, of course, my trusty hot glue gun. I paint the net using the cardboard underneath, and honestly, this trick works like magic. You can even use these nets to create interesting textures while painting surfaces. Such a simple but powerful little hack. Now, let's wrap the jar with that brown net. Wow! The result is surprisingly satisfying, isn't it? There is something about that texture that just feels right. If you have your own jar ideas, please share them in the comments, because I have plenty more waiting in line. Next, I have these twin plastic cookie boxes in the cutest color. And the best part? They have lids, so everything inside stays clean and dust-free. For this project, I'll be using white macramé thread, a natural toned cotton ribbon, some scrap felt, a marker, scissors, and hot glue. This ribbon actually came wrapped around a gift from my dear friend Tuba. And you know me, I never throw things like that away. Instead of ending up as waste, it gets a second life right here. And yes, burning my fingers is still part of the process. Some habits are hard to break. Instead of painting the lids, I'm covering them with felt. This way, I can easily add handles later on. Practical and pretty. The ribbon pieces become soft little handles for the containers. If you sew or glue them well, this trick works beautifully. And when I look at the final result, this playful rhyme just pops into my head. Who took the cookie from the cookie jar? Zeynep took the cookie from the cookie jar. I can't help it. I'm having way too much fun with this.
I'm very happy about the result because all the shells and DIY boxes that I have just made helped me a lot about decluttering my sewing stash. I hope this video inspired you as well and motivated you to make your own shells and DIY boxes. In the next video, we will be making a felt cactus which will serve as a decorative item in the niche and help me about decluttering my sewing pins as well. So, until next time, stay well.